All right, I know it's been a little bit since we've done a video. We are still waiting on the engine to be complete for the Fox body. So we took that time and we did some more work on the Camaro and we got it painted. Did not film any of this process because I don't actually enjoy doing body work and or painting. So I didn't think that you all would want to sit through hearing me curse more than what's on an NWA record. So yeah. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out to just be done there in the garage. Pretty smooth, and this color is absolutely killer. So I think all we've got to do is we're gonna black out the headlight buckets like they should be and start putting this thing back together. And then I think from what I understand, Tuesday we are gonna go pick up the engine for this thing. So we'll try to get it slammed in, get the new belly pan mounted, and also while we're doing that, replacing all the rotten wood on the dovetail of the trailer so we don't fall through that. So, yeah, let's get to work. How's it going, everyone? All right, so it's Friday morning at 4:55 and the new engine is done. This was not quite the plan, but the engine ran behind getting it done just a little bit, and our cat got sick, started peeing blood, and we had several days at the vet there. So thankfully he's gonna be okay. But yeah, so we're gonna drive the 3 hours to go pick up the new engine, and then we're gonna drive the 3 hours back, go to work for a little while, and try to get this thing crammed in the car. So, all right, let's hit the road. All right, we've got about an hour of the drive down, and we're at a dead stop. Yup. Hopefully everybody up here is all right. I don't know if it's I'm assuming it's a crash, but yeah, this will put us a little bit behind schedule, but yeah, we'll just stay over at work as much as we need to, and then we'll go to the shop and start getting this motor dressed up and ready to go. All right. So we got back from getting the engine. I didn't want to bore you all with just a bunch of time-lapse footage. So we got back here to the house. We did get the motor installed in the car. Just fired it up. And now we're on the trailer. We're going to take this thing back to where this motor came from, which was from Harrell Engine and Dyno. So it is still a 5.3. We did a Cali center counterweighted crankshaft, Cali's extreme rods, Wiseco pistons, upgraded wrist pins, and then we did a set of, I think they took a bare set of Liberty heads. They're a 225 intake runner. They got a slightly bigger valve than what we had before. Yeah, so hoping that this thing makes some spicy numbers. This will be the first time on the dyno since we put the bigger fuel pump in it, and with this engine, and then we'll finally get to drive this thing with the TBMs. And we did one other thing, you can't really see it right now, but we did change the shifter out. So yeah, practically pretty much everything that I shouldn't have afforded is now on the car, and I think it's going to be a really great time to drive. So gonna go to the house, get a little bit of sleep. We're gonna get up tomorrow. We're gonna make the drive over to North Carolina again and see what this thing will make. So stick around, dyno footage coming next. Now fast forward another couple weeks. So I've done pretty bad at filming. The weather in Tennessee has been terrible, so thankfully we haven't really missed any testing, but the dyno didn't go as smoothly as we had hoped. The engine is fine, the engine is great, but I'm an idiot, and when I put it together I did not double checked my V-bands, and we had a pretty severe exhaust leak, so it was making the car seem pretty underwhelming. Pete told me while we were there to get that gear out of the car and put the 373 back in it. And then we should also look at potentially doing a new converter that's a little bit looser. So I've been down the converter route a couple of times, and we've not really just hit the mark right either time we've put a converter in this car. So what we're going to do, this is not going to happen, I don't think, anytime soon, because we've put a bunch into the car this winter already. But if I'm going to trade out the converter, we're going to go ahead and do a Circle D bolt together. Just want something where we have the option to change the stator and we don't have to send something back and have it cut open and restalled, welded, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, eventually when we get enough money, that's what we're going to do. Now, we have road tested the car a couple of times, and it drives phenomenally. The shifter, we did switch out for a Motion Raceworks operator shifter, and we're doing that CO2 shift. That works great. So, yeah, we're finally looking like we're going to have some weather to go test on Friday. So, we're going to fuel the car up. I've not even put the car on the brake with the new motor, so we're going to check that stuff. And this will be the first time that the car shifts itself. And with a new motor and new brakes and everything. So Friday should be fairly exciting. So yeah, I'm going to get this thing fueled up, and maybe we'll do a couple two-step checks, see what this thing's going to make. Since we changed the gear, I'm going to let the launch RPM come down a little bit. So I think we're going to try like 3,800, somewhere in that neighborhood. And we'll probably try to leave on like 8 pounds of boost and just see what that does. So, all right, I'm going to pump some fuel out of this barrel, get it in the car, and then we'll do a couple two-step checks.
What the hell is that? Well, we're waiting.
Well, that was a little underwhelming. Ended up pulling the plugs out. The engine sounds fine when we're riding around. Doesn't seem to misfire or anything like that. So, looking at these plugs, though, it looks to me like there's a couple of holes that aren't really firing. So, we're going to replace the plug wires. It may be a week or so before I get around to doing that. So, yeah. Hopefully the next time that we put out a video, maybe we'll be at the track and some stuff will be going right. Thank you all for checking in, and like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.